From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And the Raiders have got him. Corey Littleton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Forced out to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now they'll throw with Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds ends up being dropped for a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, the open man here, Renfro. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll look downfield for Waller. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They run on 1st down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Tannehill now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Carr going to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here comes Reed. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll buy some time right. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Carlson is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Kern. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
That's caught by McMath. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Tannehill. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 157 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Flush to his right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Racey McMath, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 44. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. To throw is Carr. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say Things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing him.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here to his running back, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. On first down. It's Jacobs, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. He'll look downfield for Waller. And the possession is theirs at their own 33-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On third down, Henry. And he is not going to get the first down, as he'll spot this at about the 28. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Yikes. Terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were